It's Friday, January 14th, 2022, and this is the Washington Times front page. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. The Supreme Court has put President Biden's coronavirus vaccine mandate for large businesses on hold. In a series of unsigned opinions, Stephen Dinan reports the justices said the issue before them is neither the severity of the pandemic nor the effectiveness of the vaccines, but rather whether Congress, which sets national policy on these matters, gave the executive branch authority to impose such directives. The justices did allow a smaller vaccine mandate on medical workers to take effect, ruling 7-2 that Congress did grant such powers. In the case of the business mandate, however, the justices said in a 6-3 decision that Congress did not. The rulings technically don't end the cases, which are still being litigated in lower courts. But the justices' decisions mean the Occupational Safety and Health Administration's mandate will be halted, and the medical workers' policy can remain in effect while the cases proceed on the merits. The president was dealt another blow as a plan to scrap the Senate filibuster and pass a rewrite of voting laws went down to defeat at the hands of fellow Democrats. Harris Alec reports Arizona Democratic Senator Kyrsten Sinema pledged support for election law reform, but said that doing so at the expense of the filibuster would only further the disease of division. Sinema said that every time Senate leaders weaken the filibuster to protect a cherished value, it has led us to more division, not less. She highlighted the 2013 decision by Democrats that eliminated filibusters for confirming cabinet and judicial nominees. The chamber initially was set to begin debate on two recently passed House bills, the Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin had already indicated he wouldn't vote to change the filibuster to pass those laws. President Biden's sagging poll numbers have fueled speculation that Hillary Clinton, yes, you heard that right, could mount a political comeback in 2024. Two Democratic insiders, pollster Doug Schoen and former Manhattan Borough President Andrew Stein, laid out the case in an op-ed this week in the Wall Street Journal. Valerie Richardson reports they argue that Clinton could spearhead a move to the middle and called her the party's likely best option in the 2024 presidential race. Republicans dismissed the Clinton conjecture, saying Democrats are in deep trouble if she represents the party's best hope for the future. A reminder that you can find all these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. If you don't have access to the Times yet, you can visit WashingtonTimes.com/George for a special subscription offer. The founder of the far-right Oath Keepers militia group and 10 others have been charged by federal prosecutors with seditious conspiracy linked to the January 6th Capitol riot. Emily Zanto reports Rhodes of Texas was arrested along with Edward Vallejo of Phoenix. The 9 other members or affiliates of the Oath Keepers listed in the Department of Justice indictment were already facing charges for their roles in the riot. The indictment alleges the group discussed efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election and had purchased weapons and set up plans to that end. Rhodes is the highest-ranking member of an extremist group to be charged in connection with the riot. And finally, James Varney has a look at the race for district attorney in Orange County, California. The election pitting Democratic criminal lawyer Pete Hardin against Republican District Attorney Todd Spitzer is scheduled for June. The winner will oversee the 6th largest prosecutorial office in the country with a $150 million annual budget and some 900 employees, and could help to define the role of DAs nationally. Orange County has been long viewed as a Republican stronghold, but has trended more in Democrats' direction recently. County voters helped California Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom win his recall election last year. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us on all of your favorite podcast platforms just by searching Washington Times in your favorite podcast app. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.